Hey there, teachers. I hope you're doing well today. Now, I realize that a lot of you are in class as we speak, and I am sorry that this is the only time that I could do this class, but it was important enough to me that I share what I have to share with you today. So I hope that it's okay for you to watch the replay when you get home from work. So welcome to a little corner of my kitchen. My name is Anna, and I stay home. I'm a homeschool teacher with my 4 kids. We live in Texas. It is brutally hot right now. We have started school, and we are dealing with some of the same things in our very small school system that you probably are dealing with in your classroom. So I hope we can kind of find common ground on that level today. And I just want to share what I personally use to keep our schoolroom, our schoolhouse, safe and clean, and what I do personally for myself to keep my kids' teacher healthy and sane throughout the school year. All right, so these are the products that I'm going to be talking about today. And when I was coming up with these things, I know some of you, I reached out to you to ask you literally what you're dealing with throughout the school year. And some of your answers were stress, you're not getting enough sleep, you're getting sick all the time. You need help with your immune system. You would like to have a way to have more energy throughout the day. Attitude, whether it be your kids, your students' attitudes, or your own attitudes toward them. I totally get that one for sure. And sick kids. Now there was a lot of those in there. Getting sick all the time, immune system, sick kids. So we're gonna really touch on that one today. So are these things that you are dealing with personally? What other concerns or health priorities do you have for your school year? And if you're the note-taking type, which I know a lot of you are being teachers and studious, just make a list. Make a list of things that you'd really like to see change in your health throughout the following school year. And I would love to help you with that. Is your priority to make a healthy and safe environment for learning? Because that's definitely one of mine. I have a couple more questions for you to think about before we move forward. What are you currently doing to address these issues, whether it be sleep or getting sick? What do you do when you get sick? Why is that not working for you? What do you not like about what you're doing right now? And what would it mean to have a safe and natural option that was also affordable and that actually worked, that you could use for everything on your list? What would that mean to you? Does that feel relief? I just want you to think about that for a second. Why is now a good time for you to explore other options for these things? Maybe you're like me and you weren't using anything else, but you were just frustrated and exhausted and grumpy all the time. So why is now a good time? Are you just fed up? Did you just now hear about essential oils? That's kind of how it happened to me. Okay. Let me just tell you a couple of things about the company, because I get asked this a lot. Why doTERRA? There are a million essential oils companies out there. Seems like everybody and their sister are making essential oils now. They all say 100% pure, right? Don't they? Even if they're $10 frankincense, right? So I just want to tell you a couple of things about doTERRA. doTERRA is the largest essential oil distributor in the world. We work with families to use natural solutions for their everyday life. Families turn to doTERRA when their current approach to health is not achieving the results it was supposed to. That was certainly my case. They are tired of using chemical concoctions for literally everything. They're confused by all the natural options out there, and they never have enough time to research all of them. I believe as teachers, you can associate with that. They want more energy to do the job they love without side effects of stimulants, and they want to increase the overall quality of life for themselves, their families, and in your case, their students. doTERRA offers a full line of kits, essential oil kits, to support your health goals, whatever they are. So that entire list, you can find something with doTERRA to take care of that. What makes doTERRA different than what you may find at the health food store or with other essential oil companies is that doTERRA has literally raised the bar in the essential oil industry. There are no fillers, no artificial ingredients, no dilution. The plants are grown in their ideal environments all around the world using sustainable and fair trade systems. The oils go through several levels of testing to ensure purity and potency, and that means when you see the doTERRA label, you can be assured that you will see the highest health benefits. This is something that was really important to me and my family when we were researching essential oils. This is different than just turning on a diffuser instead of a Glade plug-in, right? This is something that we were going to use on my children's bodies, on my body. They were going to affect our health. And so we wanted to make sure that we were using the very best. And I firmly believe that doTERRA is the very best. Even though no one I knew at the time was using this company, they were all using somebody else. It was worth it to me to go a different direction because I saw something different in doTERRA. The culture of transparency and integrity was on a level that I could not find in another company. If for any reason you aren't completely satisfied with your oils or your products from doTERRA, you can return them within 30 days. You'll get 100% product credit to try something else, or 90% back on your card. How does that sound? If you have any questions about the difference in doTERRA, feel free to let me know what they are, and I'd love to help you. Okay, so let's start with essential oils. Let's just talk about 3 ways to use them. The 3 ways that you use essential oils are aromatically, topically, and internally. Now, not all essential oils can be used internally. I'm only recommending doTERRA for that. But when you look at the bottle of doTERRA essential oils, you can tell if you can use one internally because it has, and I know my camera, the Zoom camera is terrible, but it has supplement facts on the label. If it is not safe for internal use, let's try this bottle of Aroma Touch here. You will not see supplement facts. Okay, in general, it's 1 drop to 4 ounces of water or liquid. I am super conservative when it comes to internal use, so I personally use 1 or 2 drops per 20 ounces or 32 ounces. But it's whatever you're comfortable with. And if you're not comfortable with internal use, don't use them internally. There are many other ways to use them. Okay, so aromatically, the most popular way to use oils aromatically is with a diffuser. But any way that you get the aromatic benefits of essential oils, you are using them aromatically. And the reason you use oils aromatically is because your sense of smell is connected to 3 main functions in your body. We're talking about emotional function, we're talking about hormone release, and we're talking about memory. And those things are really important. I know as a teacher, you are dealing with trying to stimulate kids' memories and their brain function. You're trying to keep emotions and hormones at bay. And so even in your own life, in your own body. And so the sense of smell is so important to those 3 areas. If you can remember a memory from your childhood that brings out an emotion in you, you'll understand. Usually it has to do with a sense of smell. So if I think of the way my grandmother's pillowcase smells, I feel absolutely perfectly safe and loved if I can remember that smell. And I remember walking the hallways in school when they would turn the heaters on for the first time, and that, I think it's burned dust smell that I actually love because it means Christmas is coming and it means school break is coming, right? So the sense of smell can instantly bring you back to a memory, and I'm going to show you how to do that with yourself and your students later. And then the 3rd way to use them is topically. You can actually put the essential oils on your body, and you want to usually use a carrier oil with that. You can use some oils neat with no carrier oil, but in general, when you add a carrier oil, it's making the oil more more effective to your body. It's actually going to absorb into your skin and be distributed through your bloodstream very quickly. And essential oils are volatile, which means they want to turn into their gas state very quickly. And so to keep them from evaporating off of your body, to keep them as useful as possible on the surface of your skin, you want to weigh them down with an oily oil. So essential oils aren't oily. Pure essential oils aren't oily. But if you add a coconut oil, like this fractionated coconut oil, fractionated just means it doesn't turn solid when it gets cold. If you add a coconut oil to it, it'll kind of weigh it down and give your body more time to absorb it. Okay, so when I was thinking about I didn't tell you about safety. 3 places you don't put essential oils when you're using them topically. You never put oils in your eyes. The closest you want to get to your eye is right out here. You never put them in your ear canal, like down in, and you never put them in your nose. There's just sensitive mucous membranes in there, and you don't want to mess with those. And some oils will cause sensitivity to light. So in general, you don't want to put citrus oils on your skin if it's a place where it will be exposed to the sunlight. You could get a more intense sunburn in that place. And some oils may cause a warming or cooling sensation. So for example, peppermint is very cooling. Some people don't like how it feels straight on their skin. And an oil like oregano is considered a hot oil, or cinnamon is considered a hot oil. And you just want to use caution with those kind of things. Definitely dilute them more. You can still use them on the skin, but if you're unsure if an oil is okay to use or if it's going to be too hot or cold, you can always put an oil on the bottom of your feet. And that's a great place to absorb it into your bloodstream and get the benefit without worrying about sensitivity. Okay, so when I was working on this class, I was considering what would be the most useful tool for a teacher in her classroom. doTERRA has a huge line of kits, of oil starter kits, but I know that budget is important to you, and I know that versatility is going to be something that you're looking for. So the one that I focused on for this class is called the Aroma Diffused Kit. I'm sorry, it's called the Aroma Touch Diffuse Kit. We have an oil called Aroma Touch. There's activity going on behind the scenes over here. We have an oil called Aroma Touch, and it comes with that oil, and then it also comes with a bunch of other things. So one of the key things that this one comes with is a diffuser. You're definitely going to want a diffuser. I know that some schools have different rules about diffusing in the classroom, and so you're going to have to just play that one by ear according to, the sensitivities of the kids in your class. You may want to only just diffuse on the weekends or before the kids get there. Otherwise, diffuse with abandon, right? So diffuser is a great thing. If you can't diffuse at all in your school, definitely take it home and use it on your own time, because you can get so many benefits from aromatic use of diffusing oils, whether it's your immune system or stress, anxiety, rest, any of those things. Okay, so it comes with a diffuser. It's a really great value. It also comes with fractionated coconut oil, and most of the starter kits don't come with this. Fractionated coconut oil is great. You have to add a pump. It's like $1.25, but you pump 1 pump of oil and then like 1 or 2 drops of essential oil into your hand, and then you put it wherever you need it. In general, when you're using oils topically, you put them where the hurt is. So if you're dealing with a headache, you would put it on your temples, in the back of your neck. If you're dealing with a sore knee, you're going to put it right on your sore knee, okay? If you don't know where to put it on the bottoms of your feet. But coconut oil, like I just explained earlier, keeps the oils in place longer, and it helps them absorb into your skin faster, okay? So the Aroma Touch Kit comes with those 2 things in addition to oils. Now I'm going to show you, most of the oils I'm going to show you are 15 milliliter, but the ones in the kit are going to be these smaller ones. So it's kind of like a starter travel size mini kit. Very good for the budget, okay? Okay, so let's talk about how we can use these according to the issues that you guys are dealing with. So Energy and focus. There's a person under this table right now. Energy and focus. Two of the oils that are in this kit are peppermint and wild orange. Peppermint is known for stimulating the memory. Peppermint is known for helping keep your attention on something, so it's great for focus. Wild orange is known for helping, sweetie, I need you to go in a different room. Okay, do it quickly. Wild orange is known for being an uplifting oil and an energizing oil. So those two together, if you're having a slump in the afternoon, I would definitely put them into the diffuser or make a little concoction and rub them right on the back of your neck, maybe on your forearms. I even put them in my hair sometimes so that you can kind of get that aromatic benefit from that. Peppermint is great. If you are just feeling overheated, you can put that right on the back of your neck. And then wild orange is just a happy, feel-good oil for everyone. There's actually been studies shown that you can't keep a negative thought in your head when you're smelling wild orange. Okay, so that is a great combination for energy and focus. Now, you guys talked about immune support, and I do have a couple of supplements that I want to show you in a minute, but just from this kit alone, there are 2 or 3 that you can use for immune support. Now, the first one is wild orange. Wild orange has natural immune supporting benefits. Another one is melaleuca, great for the immune system. And a third one is On Guard. On Guard is a blend of oils. It's our protective blend. And so there are 5 oils in here, including cinnamon, clove, wild orange itself, rosemary, and eucalyptus. You can use these 3 oils in a capsule. You can make a capsule. You could make a little tea with these 3 oils and either add it to your hot tea or just some warm water. I would just use 1 drop each if you're going to be doing that. You barely need any oil when you're using them internally or anytime. Another thing you could do, and this is something that I do most often, is you can make a roller bottle. So Tara has some great roller bottles about this big. You add maybe 5 drops of each to the bottle, fill the rest up with coconut oil, and then you're going to label it with just a slip of paper and some tape. This is immune support, and just roll it on the bottoms of your feet, roll it on your wrist, roll it on your throat if you're dealing with something that's causing a sore throat. If you do have a sore throat, you can also, the On Guard blend has clove in it, and clove is an amazing topical anesthetic. So this doesn't taste good, but you just tilt the bottle like this, touch the back of your tongue, swallow, and that sore throat will go away so fast. It's incredible. That's one that the boys even believe. Sometimes it's hard to convince husbands of natural remedies, but that is one he asked for specifically. Okay, so let's talk about stress management. One of the favorite oils in this kit is called Balance, and Balance is our grounding blend. And I know that as a teacher, you go through so much. You go through dealing with parents, dealing with administration, dealing with scheduling, dealing with lack of sleep, dealing with difficult personalities, dealing with on and on and on. And you guys don't get enough credit for how incredible you are at managing the intense stress that you go through. Balance is a great one because there's something about it. It might be the frankincense in this blend, but it brings you into a place of calm. I personally like to use Balance when I'm feeling overwhelmed or anxious. And so I will remove myself, and I know that's not always possible, but even mentally, I will remove myself from the situation, take a deep breath. Frankincense actually helps oxygenate the blood as well. So when you're taking that deep breath of Balance, you are actually adding healing to your blood. You are actually adding more oxygen to your blood, and oxygen is a healer of everything. So I like to put one single drop of Balance in my hand, rub it together, and then make myself a personal diffuser. I wish you could smell this right now. Balance is a favorite among people who deal with anxiety and stress on a regular basis. This one is so great for bringing you back into a place of balance, a place of grounding. Another great one for stress relief is the all favorite lavender. If you don't like commercial products with lavender in them, as I did not, I assure you, I hope that you will feel differently about this lavender because it smells so incredible. Our lavender comes from Belgium, and I've never smelled lavender that smells this sweet and this flowery. A lot of lavender doesn't smell flowery to me. It smells very clinical. So this one smells so nice. Okay, so you're on your feet a lot, you're in a chair a lot, you're at your desk. I am sure you are dealing with aches and pains. So the last two oils I want to show you are the Aroma Touch. Aroma Touch is our massage blend. And so whether you are massaging your own leg or your own back or your own arm, or your own elbow, your own neck, or somebody else is kind enough to help you with that, Aroma Touch is great for bringing blood flow to an area. The faster you get that blood circulation going, the faster you are increasing the oxygen to that area, the faster you're going to see healing, the faster you're going to see relief. So Aroma Touch is great for that. It has all of these stimulating oils in them that increase blood flow to an area. It's wonderful. The main oils in this one, I believe cypress, but yes, the first one is cypress, then peppermint. Basil is one that has a natural anesthetic property as well, as does grapefruit, and it has lavender in it. This is it's magical. And then Deep Blue. Deep Blue is every husband's favorite oil because it's like a natural icy hot. So you put a drop of Deep Blue in your hand, you put a squirt of coconut oil on top of it, and then you rub it into whatever area you're dealing with. For me, it's where my sciatic nerve starts, and I can't sleep. So I'll put some Deep Blue right at the top of, right at the base of my spine where the sciatic nerve starts to hurt, right? In about 10 minutes, you feel supported in that area, almost as if you're putting pressure on that spot. And so whether you're dealing with stiff joints or sore back or feet, it's great to massage into the area. It feels cool and warm at the same time. It's wonderful. So that is the basic way that you're going to use these oils. How does that sound? You think you could do that? I'm going to show you just a couple other things that you can do with these oils, because I know that's not all you're dealing with, right? So if you're having trouble getting to sleep at night, we're going to combine one of two combinations. So you can try Balance and lavender together in the diffuser, or just a drop or two on the pillow. Or some people really don't feel calm when using lavender. It's kind of one of those things that everybody's chemistry is a little different. And so if that is true for you, then Balance and Wild Orange are great in the diffuser, or just Balance on its own. Wonderful. Or just lavender on its own, right? If you're dealing with a headache, peppermint is pretty well known for being good for headaches. And so you're just going to put a tiny bit right here on your temple and a tiny bit right across the top of your head, really close to the hairline. You don't want any getting in your eyes, and you want to wash your hands after you're done, because peppermint in the eyes is shocking. And then you're going to put a little bit of peppermint behind your neck. You can also add lavender to that, because lavender has natural pain relieving qualities as well. If you are dealing with digestive issues, make yourself a cup of peppermint tea. One drop of peppermint has the same amount of essential oil in it as 28 cups of peppermint tea. Okay, so you don't want more than one drop in your cup of tea, but get yourself a cup of hot water, put one drop in there, drink it down, and it's great for helping with digestion. It's also great for the breath. So if you just ate a bag of chips and you have a meeting coming up, or you feel like you have coffee breath, you can just tilt the bottle, touch the top of your mouth, swallow, and fresh breath. Okay, allergies. If you deal with allergies or sniffles, there's a couple of oils in this group that are great for that. Peppermint is gonna be the number one. Then we're gonna add wild orange and lavender. So lavender, peppermint, and wild orange. Put all three of those in a roller bottle with some fractionated coconut oil and roll it or rub it right along your sinuses, up here, right here, along here, and also along your throat. That's going to help open up your sinuses. And lavender also has natural, I can't think of the word, the natural ability to help with allergies. I'm trying to think of the word, but I can't think of it. Okay. I think that's it. Can you guys think of anything else that you're dealing with? That is how I would generally use these 8 oils. Now, there are so many other ways. For instance, Melaleuca is great for pimples and breakouts. But as you come into my tribe, my oil tribe, and we get to know each other, there are so many other uses for oils, and I want to gradually walk you through those things. Today, we're really just talking about how to use them for yourself as a teacher in your classroom, and also just to keep yourself healthy. Okay, so there we go. All of those things that we just talked about come in the Aroma Touch Diffused Kit. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about a couple of supplements. Now, I am not a supplement pusher, okay? I have never been big on supplements in my own life, but I didn't know what I was missing out on until I tried this. This is doTERRA's number one product. It's not an essential oil. It's the supplement pack. It's called the Lifelong Vitality Pack. And if you're somebody who just feels crummy all the time, you are talking to a friend, okay? 2 or 3 years ago, I thought that I was just aging. I thought that I was getting close to 40. I thought I was getting just old and tired, and I was exhausted all the time. I was grumpy all the time. My stomach hurt all the time. There were so many things. I couldn't sleep. I was having that terrible back pain. It turns out my emotions were all over the place. I could go on and on about what was going wrong with me. So what I needed was a new baseline for my health. Okay, you may not be in that situation, and so I'm just going to mention this and then move on. But this is doTERRA's number one product because it is a bioavailable supplement pack made from whole foods. And that just means whatever is in here is actually going to be absorbed into your body. You're not paying a ton of money for really expensive pee, okay? Sorry. But I know that there's a lot out there that are they're made from rock dust. And yes, they have valuable minerals in them, but our bodies cannot absorb rock dust, okay? So this comes from plants. doTERRA has a 30-day money-back guarantee on these that you will feel more energy and less pain. So I'm just going to leave that there. These are incredible. These have changed my life. I feel like a new person. I feel like I'm aging in reverse. Okay. So if that is you, we'll talk about that. And then there is one other supplement because we're talking about, and now I can't find it. I lost it. Okay. Well, so there's a bottle called Mito 2 Max, and it is a supplement, a whole food supplement that concentrates on the cell mitochondria, and that is where our natural energy is formed in our cells. Oh, I see it. Hold on. I thought I had grabbed it. Okay, so Mito 2 Max is, generally it's pretty expensive. It's on sale right now, but It's called the Energy and Stamina Complex. And instead of an afternoon cup of coffee, because I realized that I was, even as a homeschool mom, it got to be about 2 p.m. and I was like dead on my feet and totally disinterested in going on any longer. Are you in that same boat? So I would either just be miserable and grumpy, or I would brew another pot of coffee for the afternoon. And I didn't really want to put that much caffeine in my body in the afternoon. I was already drinking 2 cups or so in the morning. So Mito 2 Max is what I do in the afternoon. And you can also do it in the morning if you want to cut out coffee completely. But this is a great one. Stimulant free, only whole food derived, and it's a great supplement to have in your toolbox. All right, and so finally, I want to talk about what to do in the classroom specifically. Okay, if you're going to be using the diffuser in your classroom, some great combinations are wild orange and peppermint in the morning to kind of get everybody going. That's a really good energizing, happy oil combination. It smells wonderful. It smells like candy, right? So to have a kid walk into a classroom that smells like candy instead of yesterday's lunch or cleaning products, that's a really nice way to walk into a room. For a class that is out of control, I would say lavender or balance. Great for just helping calm everybody down. Another thing about peppermint and the diffuser is there have been many studies that show if you diffuse or use peppermint, if kids can smell peppermint while they're learning certain information, and then you diffuse peppermint again when they're taking a test on that same information, it triggers the memory, and test scores are so much better when you use scent as a way to stimulate memory. And then if you guys are passing around the flu, if there's a stomach bug, if there's colds all the time, I try to diffuse On Guard, our protective blend, as often as possible in the house. You can add a little bit of wild orange. It smells wonderful. On Guard has like almost a Christmassy smell because it has cinnamon in it and orange and clove. It smells really nice. But put those things in the diffuser after the kids go home. Just diffuse the whole classroom. It's so much better than Lysoling the place. Lysol and harsh chemicals like that, they actually wreak havoc on your immune system. Your immune system it resides in your gut, and you want to keep your gut healthy, and your gut has millions of microorganisms that are working together to keep you healthy, to keep your immune system going. When we use those harsh synthetic chemicals like Lysol or bleach, we're actually hurting our immune system. We're not keeping ourselves healthier. We're actually making ourselves more vulnerable. And that's why so many germs are taking over, and they're not, they're resistant to things like that. So an alternative would be to diffuse some On Guard in the classroom to just kind of clean out the air. You're not using something gross like Lysol. You're not using something, what are those Glade sprays, or the I can't remember the one that Febreze. Oh, gross. Okay. I can't handle the smell of Febreze. Not anymore. Now that I know what real things smell like. Okay, and the last thing I want to talk about is just keeping your classroom clean. All right, doTERRA has a great natural cleaner. It's part of the On Guard brand. It actually has a full bottle of On Guard in every bottle of concentrate here. And the way I use this lasts forever. I think it costs about $14.50. Approximately. I think it's about that. I use 1 capful of On Guard concentrate to a whole bottle. This is just a dollar store bottle that I got. A whole bottle of this, fill it up the rest of the way with water, spray every surface. Okay, it's great. I even spray it in the air. It smells great. It kills germs. It's wonderful. and it is not harmful to your system at the same time. So this is a great option for cleaning up your classroom. And then dirty hands, I know you've got them. If you've got a sink in your classroom, if you can talk your school into putting in a safe alternative to hand soap, this is a great one. On Guard foaming hand wash. And this doesn't need to be diluted or anything to be put straight in here. These cost like 3 of them for $5, so they're really affordable. And I can fill up one of these about 4 times with this. So you just pour it straight in there. If you want to make it interesting, add a little bit of wild orange to it, add a little bit of peppermint to it to make it smell different, but it smells like On Guard, and that's lovely. And kids love to wash their hands with foaming hand soap, and they love to wash their hands with something that smells like peppermint. So that's just another way to get the germs out of your classroom. And then one that I don't have here, I really thought I picked it up, but I don't. doTERRA also has a spray hand sanitizer. It's just a sanitizing mist. It is alcohol based, so it's gonna kill all of those germs that you're worried about getting passed around. You can also spray it on a surface if you need to in a pinch. That's one to keep on your body at all times. If you're bringing kids home from, back from the lunchroom, in from outside, and there's not a bathroom on the way to wherever you're going next, that's a great thing to keep with you. Keep one in my purse, keep one in my desk, okay? Now, I just want to tell you a couple of things about how doTERRA works and how membership works. When you become a member of doTERRA, you automatically get 25% off of everything you purchase for a year. If you decide to keep your membership, if you want to keep that status until next year, you have to buy 1 item per year to keep your status as a wholesale customer. That doesn't mean that you're selling anything. It doesn't mean that you have to buy anything with a minimum, no monthly buying requirements. It just means that you get a discount all the time. It's like a Costco membership. You can buy as much or as little as you want for the entire year. If you decide to re-up, it's $35 for the first year, it's $25 for the second year. And you get a free bottle of peppermint, which costs about $22. So $3 to extend your membership another year. If you decide to purchase a kit, an enrollment kit, we don't even charge the $35 for the first year membership. So that's something to think about, especially if you're on a budget and you want to make every dollar work. That's what I want, right? If you do want to make your dollar work hard when you are a member of doTERRA, they also have a monthly subscription box. The minimum order for that one is 1 product. It's not $50, it's not $100, it's 1 product. So you could literally buy a tiny little oil or a hand sanitizing spray. The reason you want to get in on that is because all of your shipping is returned to you in free product points. So $4 in shipping turns into $4 in free product next month. It's incredible. And then if you purchase over $50 any given month, you do get a percentage back on everything that you spend. And that percentage gets more and more every 3 months that you do that. Okay, what else did I want to tell you? Yeah. Okay, so as soon as I see your enrollment come through, I'm going to send you a welcome packet. The welcome packet's going to have some information on using your oils, some encouragement on opening your oils, how to get the most out of your membership. I will send you an email so that you have all of my information, because I want to walk you through the whole process. I have no interest in selling you an expensive kit of oils and then never talking to you again so that you have no idea how to use them. When you're investing in your health, I want to invest in you. So if you have questions for me, you'll have my email address, you'll have my phone number. you'll have access to me and all of my resources as you get started. And then I'm going to share with you what those resources are so that you won't have to call me all the time, so that you can start to become the expert, the essential oil expert for your own self and for your own family, because I really want that for you. You will have access to all of my team's education and support, and we also have a 2-week online free oil camp for members, which is just 10 minutes a day for 2 weeks, teaching you how to use your oils and really getting comfortable with them. That's all I have for you guys today. So if you have any questions, you can email me at mywildabundantlife@gmail.com. And I just hope that you have a great day and a wonderful year. Look for your email. I'm going to send you some links to these products and some notes from this class. You'll have a really good day, and I hope you have a wonderful, healthy year. Let's talk about perfect attendance. Or if perfect attendance isn't important to you, let's talk about taking personal days instead of sick days, right? I will talk to you soon. I hope to see more of you, and I hope to get to know you better. Bye.